Oh, hold on. This is fire. Turn it up.
What is this?
This is Wattz Up, the fully youth-produced radio show from the Yollocalli youth, talking about the matters and concerns of youth in Chicago.
Okay, hello. My name is Layla, and you're listening to WLPN LP 105.5 FM Lumpin Radio, Chicago. Today, we're doing Spring 2025 YOLLO Jams, where the team and I will be sharing our favorite songs with you all day. I'm in my K-pop era right now, so my first pick is Extra Large by Jennie featuring Doechii. Jennie has been on fire recently and has hit the ground running with her album Ruby, which came out earlier this month. Since it's Women's History Month, let's kick off with a little women empowerment for the ladies.
To my ladies, run this, ladies, run this. To my ladies, run this, ladies, run this. Yeah. To my ladies, run this, ladies, run this. To my ladies, run this, ladies, run this. All of my girls looking good and they got their own money. Pop your thing, this and my girls from the sponsor, they got their own funding. Knock your thing, run through your city, that motorcade. Soon as I enter, they close the gate. Presidential through your residential knows nothing. Accept your rules as I move them right.
Hello everyone, it's Steph. Happy Saturday. For the first song I selected, we have a real underground band, Beach Films. They have 0 monthly listeners on Spotify and a lack of online presence, so it was tough finding information about them. What I did discover is that they are located in Italy and classify their music as beach indie pop, and their main goal is to spread summer vibes. There's a chance for snow tomorrow, but we can always prepare for the nicer weather in the coming months by listening to A Place in the Sun by Beach Films. Enjoy.
Hey everyone, I'm Saman. This is my first season at Lumpin Radio, Your Story Your Way, and I will be introducing 3 songs I love. First up is Will You Lie by Sailor. Sailor is a rising artist with only 4 singles that already each have over 2 million streams, also recently collaborating with Summer Walker as a feature on her hit Pookie's Requiem. Will You Lie is inspired by poet Nikki Giovanni's interview with James Baldwin. The song explores the false idea of a false sense of security, which I think is such a real human experience. There are many times I feel like we as people face adversity, and sometimes it feels like there is no solution. And sometimes the only solution is tricking yourself into believing things are okay until that time comes. This song encompasses that phenomenon beautifully through the lens of love. Enjoy.
You got me creasing on my forehead, way deeper than the creases in my new braids. Baby, say please if you want me on your line, cause I almost gave up trying to find.
Hi, my name is Michelle, and this is my 3rd season with Yollocalli. And up next is a song for you heartbreakers out there. With the weather fluctuating and winter not wanting to leave despite it being warm out today, sometimes all we need is a chill love song to listen to. Funny story about this is that each time I hear about this artist's last names, I remember this incident I had when I was in 2nd grade, I think. So, one of my teachers at the time, there was 2 teachers. So there was Miss Cornejo, and it was her birthday that day. And my teacher at the time had us write birthday cards for her. But remember, I was an 8-year-old. So when I first heard her last name, I thought Conejo. So I was like, Feliz cumpleaños, Miss Conejo, which is Spanish for bunny. And I still remember the laughter that my teachers had when they saw my card. To be fair though, Conejo as a last name is not like the most crazy thing. Because a few years later in high school, I befriended someone whose last name is Conejo. So maybe I wasn't completely insane for that. Anywho, in case you haven't figured it out, up next is Atención by Iván Cornejo.
Después de eso vi el futuro nuestro y de ti no sé nada.
What's up? This is Stephanie. I'm a new student here at Yollocalli and I'm excited to show you guys what I got.
So first up, I bring you guys an airy melody called Amado Mio by Mon Laferte. She's a Chilean and Mexican artist from Viña del Mar, Chile. Amado Mio is a track off of Seis, released in 2021. I chose this song because I've been trying to play it on my guitar, and I really enjoy acoustic guitar in music, and I think that paired with the other string instruments that come in later in the song just make the whole song sound so airy and beautiful without making the simplicity of it any more complicated. It's one of my favorites from Mon Laferte, and so I hope you guys enjoy.
Hello, this is Jesus, and this is my first year at Yollocalli, and you were listening to WLPNLP Chicago 105.5 FM Lumpin Radio. My friends probably all hate me because I never shut up about Lucy Bedrock. I do not think anyone is making music at the level and consistency that Lucy is. I also think that it's because I feel a sort of kinship with Lucy because of the fact we're both children who were born on the internet, maybe a little too chronically online. Also because we have very similar interests. It almost feels as if I had a twin, but we were separated at birth and found each other later on in life. Lucy's music is inspired a lot by the 2000s and the early 2010s, and what separates him from other musicians who are inspired by these time periods is that their music isn't vapid, it has replay value. I still listen to their debut album once a week, 2 years removed from its release. I chose Not Me from their EP, Fête de l'Avenir. This EP means a lot to me because it was released at the perfect time. It was the first full day back from my first trip to Mexico. After one of the best days of my life, having fun with friends in class, and at the end of the day, a new release from one of my favorite artists. I will always remember October 3rd, 2024. Not Me starts out beautiful, ethereal, heaven-like, but throughout the song's runtime, Lucy teases what happens at the end of the song, an explosion of noise coming together to create an abrasive end. I feel that this song represents my life, in parts beautiful, moments you will always cherish, in parts ugly, moments you wish to forget. I even find a connection through the lyrics because at the end of the day, I thought it was me, but it never was. Being 16 is crazy, that's all I will say. You are now listening to Not Me by Lucy Bedrock.
Estás en Wattz Up. Soy Gilbert, parte de este increíble equipo. A veces tenemos días en los que no recordamos sonreír, inmersos en rompecabezas mentales, y es que a veces nos olvidamos de nosotros mismos. Mientras más nos alejamos de aquello que amamos, por el ego que nos llena de actitudes que nos hacen sentir vacíos. Hace falta soñar es una canción del álbum Vida. Cancerbero, al despertarse con felicidad, cuestiona a la gente que pasa sobre si creen en sí mismos. Entre respuestas, se pregunta qué necesita la gente para ser feliz. Pero rápidamente tiene un golpe de realidad al observar a una señora en situación de calle. Esto hace que lo invadan más preguntas. Entre divagaciones sobre lo fácil que resulta ser feliz con tan poco, las cosas que podríamos hacer, como por ejemplo, compartir con nuestro prójimo, imaginar cómo podríamos construir el futuro para nuestros jóvenes en vez de apoyar a la guerra. En las ironías de nuestra sociedad, y aunque podamos, no queremos cambiar. Concluye que para que los demás sean felices, debemos cambiar primero, construir nuestra felicidad, sin echarle la culpa al otro, que es lo que hace falta es fe y echarle ganas. Cancerbero, un compositor, rapero y activista venezolano que desde sus inicios buscó concientizar a la gente sobre las diversas problemáticas sociales, exploró los deseos del ser humano y los sentimientos que lo motivaban y lo destruyen, como el amor, la esperanza, el odio, el rencor y el duelo. A través de su música nos contó su vida, atravesando distintas etapas que desarrollaron su carácter para descubrir la cruda realidad y las verdades de una vida junto a sus incoherencias. Tras su muerte, su lema de vida nos recuerda que su legado sigue vivo. No se muere quien se va, solo se muere quien se olvida.
Desperté sonriendo, me miré por la ventana, miré a varias, en varias caras, miré y miré. Pregunté por la fe, me preguntaron en qué, respondieron usted, respondieron se fue. Hoy desperté sonriendo y me pregunté qué hace falta para que todos allá afuera sonrieran.
Hey, welcome back everyone. My name's Chantel. I use she, her pronouns. I'm so glad to be back to do YOLLO Jams. The song that I picked today is Amor Regresa Ya by Grupo Cual. I chose this song porque Ángel Pedraza Bacera, líder y vocalista del Grupo Cual, conocido por su frase "Abuelita, soy tu nieto y ya llegué", lamentablemente falleció el 23 de febrero de 2025. Esta se la quiero dedicar a todos los que se dormían en las sillas durante las fiestas, cuando nuestros padres les decían adiós a toda la familia, y cuando digo toda la familia. Que descanse en paz, Ángel, y que siga viviendo música sonidera.
Hello, my name is Angel, and I love my pets, watching movies, building model kits, and anything in the entertainment industry. Diego Lorenzini is a Chilean illustrator and artist. He has been making music since 2011, but his full-time job is being an illustrator. It's hard to describe his music since it blends a variety of genres, such as folk, pop, funk, and much more, while being entirely in Spanish, which I don't speak. I discovered his music when playing a random Spanish playlist on Spotify, and he quickly became one of my favorites, as he ranked in my second most streamed artist on Spotify Wrapped, and 25 of his songs appeared on my liked playlist. Doing more research, he is very popular in Latin America, as he recently toured in Peru, Colombia, Mexico, and many more. His songs are excellent, and it's a shame that he hasn't come to America. It was hard to find one song to narrow it to, but out of all of them, here's my favorite.
Antes de ver si había vida después de esta, le prometí que volvería a verla.
Hello everyone, my name is Irma and my first song choice is Fools Are Us by Machine. Machine is a local band from Cicero, Illinois, consistent of 3 brothers who I've had the pleasure to see and hear. I chose this song because it's one of those songs that you just want to scream out every word, which is funny because they are mainly an instrumental band. If you'd like to learn more, you can follow them on any social media platform at Machine.
Set me free, let me live.
first song today is Today I Saw the Whole World from Veil.
A Mexican American band, and I chose this song because I was born in Mexico and it also gives me an special connection with my roots. Today I Saw the Whole World is about one of those things where you set out with a plan and know that sometimes things don't go the way that you planned.
Hey y'all, my name is Latia Owens and I have 3 songs that I want y'all to enjoy as much as I do. Ironically, all of my songs talk about love in some way, whether it's love in relationships, friendships, or self-love. This first song is by an artist who talks about love in relationships. You may know her from Victorious, or you may recognize her as Kat from the Nickelodeon TV show Sam and Cat. I know my fellow Gen Zers know who she is, but for those who don't, I'll give you one final clue. She starred as Glinda in the 2024 film rendition of the musical Wicked. You got it. It's Ariana Grande. Speaking of Victorious, Ariana began working on her debut album, Yours Truly, which was eventually released in 2013, topping the U.S. Billboard 200 chart. Number 1 on the charts, number 1 on the track list, and my number 1 favorite song on the entire album. Here's Honeymoon Avenue.
I looked in my rearview mirror and it seemed to make a lot more sense than what I see ahead of us, yeah. I'm ready to make that turn before we both crash and burn, 'cause that could be the death of us, the death of us, baby. You know how to drive it right.
Hey everyone, you're listening to WLPN LP Chicago 105.5 FM Lumpin' Radio Chicago. This is What's Up? Spring 2025 Music Jams. My name is Pau, and I'm bringing you an instant classic of mine, straight from the south side of Chicago. This is Southside Baby by OCs, song that I and many others bop to, drop to, and maybe pop and lock to. Feel the beat, listen to the lyrics of the song, and you'll be bopping along with us. People of Chicago, this is Southside Baby by the one and only OCs.
DJ Kid, this a hit for show. Yeah.
Young and blessed.
Tired squilling, I'm still running with the boys. We don't heart noise. Speaker knocking, we be bringing all the noise. Slow it down, where you going, where you going?
Hey, it's Layla, and I'm back with another one of my picks on my playlist. The next pick I had for you is It's Okay, I'm Okay by Tate McRae. Tate McRae is slowly becoming one of the standout pop girlies for me, and this song in particular is about warning her ex-boyfriend's new girlfriend that he's not all that. I haven't gotten enough of her album, So Close to What, and without further ado, this is now It's Okay, I'm Okay.
See you so excited, you got on lockdown. You move it like I did before I found out. It's just a pretty face stalker, good with his money, close to his mother. You see you one-sided, you got alright now. And she'd be like, he's so perfect, I'd be like, oh, perfect. Nobody got me as nervous, but baby, I've been there. You're right in that same position, so baby, don't get this twisted. I'm not the girl, make me miss it. Take on me serious. It's okay, I'm okay. Had him in the first place. It's okay, I'm okay.
Hello again, it's Steph. Next up, we're going back in time with Boy 2000. An up-and-coming artist, Boy 2000 is becoming popular thanks to his nostalgic beats that harken back to the Y2K era of electronic music. His songs are reminiscent of hip-hop and disco, and seems like something you'll hear from a video game on the PlayStation 2. So, here's Right Away by Boy 2000. Please enjoy.
Simone again. My next song is No Take Backs by Kiana Day. In an interview referring to her music with L'Officiel, Kiana said, I hope listeners can feel less alone. This album was released in 2020 when I was out in California for college, navigating a pandemic, adulthood, and displacement. So I very much feel like this song did accompany me. The song captures an ambience of a time which I felt was filled with contradiction of excitement and grief. While talented in music, Kiana has a multifaceted career, having modeled as well as acted both on screen and voice acting. Take a listen.
Take your time with my heart, 'cause it's fragile. Been with you by your side through your battles. Don't forget who was there at your worst. Don't forget who said I love you first.
Hi, my name is Michelle, and up next is a song you might have heard on most social media apps. Cafoon is a group consisting of two members, Sedona Shah and Noah Yu. Cafoon formed in 2014 after they met while studying at NYU. This song is a personal favorite of mine due to its upbeatness and chill tune. It's been a while since I thought about this song, and I only remembered it because the other day I was hanging out with a friend, and he randomly started singing it in the middle of an ice cream shop. So I was like, wait, I forgot how much of a bop this was. And with that, up next is a song released in 2019. Hope you enjoy Take It by Cafoon.
What it means to reciprocate, and how much can I be expected to tolerate? So I started to think about the plans I made the day unpaid, and you just can't call a spade a spade. I watched the moon, let it run my mood.
Hey guys, this is Stephanie again. I'm back. And this time I'm changing up the beat a little bit with Are You Who You Wanna Be by Jigsaw Youth. It's an all-femme band from Staten Island, New York. They bring this like grungy punk sound to them. This track is off of their 2022 demo track, also called Are You Who You Wanna Be. Both songs on that demo are really good. I really like them. So I had a hard time choosing between the two, but I ended up going up with this one. just because I'm like a big fan of the lead singer's voice. It's very raw and raspy. And then it's like super high energy as well. There's like a build up to the like guitar solo near the end. It's great. So this is also another song that I would like to learn on guitar because I'm trying to practice. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy.
Hello again. This is Jesus again for my second song of YOLLO JAMZ. And I was in between Air Force One and Lunatic by Odd Eye Circle. And I ultimately chose Lunatic because I have never been able to find a song that scratches the same itch that Lunatic does. It's a dream pop song, and it's what inspired my foray into Cocteau Twins, Slow Dive, and Beach House. But I was left disappointed because none of them recreate the feeling I feel when listening to this song. The vocals are so dreamy that they almost blend into the instrumental. Odd Eye Circle is a subunit of Luna, a 12-member K-pop group. My favorite group. Lunas are my top favorite artists, not only because of the discography, which consists of some of my favorite songs, but how much I depended on them as an 18-year-old going through some of the worst times imaginable. Whenever I think of my graduation, I think of them, because my soundtrack for 2021 was Playboi Carti, UK Drill, Detroit Trap, and Luna. So, you are now listening to Lunatic by Odd Eye Circle.
Estás en Wattz Up. Soy Gilbert nuevamente, parte de este increíble equipo. ¿Existen sonidos que te harán recordar experiencias? Como cuando encendías la NES con las pantallas CRT y jugabas al catálogo de juegos de 16 bits, con el pixelar colorido lleno de aventuras retro. La música de la época de los 16 bits es nostálgica, con la NES y la Mega Drive como plataformas. Este formato de música chiptune es una inspiración para dentro del círculo de artistas de la música indie. Cuando pienso en música de 16 bits, recuerdo mucho a Megalovania, de Undertale, con un ritmo intenso y frenético, con influencias del rock, melodía pegajosa con synthwave pulsante, con una atmósfera electrizante. Toby Fox, un compositor y programador multifacético de videojuegos indie, es reconocido por su trabajo en el desarrollo y música de Undertale. Algo curioso es que esta canción tan icónica de Megalovania pensaba en descartarla del repertorio de Undertale, según comentó en entrevistas, pero logró ser incluida y ser parte de la pelea contra Sans en la ruta genocida.
Taking a complete 180, we go from the gentle rhythmic beats of Diego Lorenzini to Coma Christ, an industrial electro heavy metal Norwegian band. Around the same time I discovered Diego Lorenzini, I attended my first ever heavy metal concert with Steph as we saw Sim. It was such a fun experience with everyone moshing, the vibrations of the floor, and the energy to move. With this, I wanted to get more into heavy metal bands, and that led me to discovering Coma Christ. They've been making music for over 22 years and tour frequently, but I don't see much of them online. Although I can't play my favorite song from them due to the language, here's another one of my favorites, Throat Full of Glass.
Like a disease, I'm always in the wrong. And now the numbness wearing off, can't stand the pain. I get in line, I always do. Need to be patient while perfecting, that's the sign. I cannot help it, can't decline it.
Hello, it's me, Irma again. Going back to another local band, my second song is Spanish Number by the Traceys. The Traceys are an American rock band from the suburbs of Chicago created in 2017. Spanish Number was released in 2023 with their album Memento Mori. Memento Mori is a segue album where the last song smoothly transitions to the next. Spanish Number is the first of the three in the segue, starting off really strong. What I enjoy the most about their music is their ability to mix rock and traditional Spanish music. To learn more about the Traceys, such as shows coming up, or hear more about their music, you can follow them on social media or any streaming platforms at The Traceys.
Hi, this is Edna again. Para mi segunda canción elegí Elisa mi hortaliza de Enjambre. Enjambre es una banda mexicana que hace canciones sobre amor y tragedias en una manera muy dramática. Y escogí esta canción porque es el mes de las mujeres y porque se la quiero dedicar a mi mamá Arcelia Godínez y a todas las mamás que están escuchando la radio ahorita en este momento.
Ella es un retoño de la tierra, con colmillos y con garras cual fiera. Volaría pero la cazarían, con la realidad nunca la entenderían. Ella es de un color que nadie conoce, y en la hora 25 aparece. Entre diciembre y enero, la estación del año en medio del invierno. Imito la vista normal y la pierdo de vista, y cuando todo me va mal, le doy una
It's me, Latia, and I'm going to describe this song a few different ways. If this song was a color, it would be gold. If it were a smell, shea butter, and one word to describe it, beautiful. When listening to this song or even watching the music video, you get a glimpse into African and African American pride and culture. Not only is the song inspiring, but it's motivational, a song about self-love. Singer and songwriter Beyonce, her daughter Blue Ivy Carter, Guyanese-American rapper and singer St. John, and Nigerian singer Wizkid collaborated to make something magical. Brown Skin Girl is an anthem shouting out all the beautiful black women and girls all around the world who may have faced colorism or dealt with insecurities. This song reminds you that you are beautiful and your skin is beautiful too. This song is dedicated to the women and little girls that look like me.
Brown skin girl, your skin just like pearls, the best thing in the world. Never trade you for anybody else. And brown skin girl, your skin just like pearls, the best thing in the world. I never trade you for anybody else. Singing.
Says she really grew up poor like me. Don't believe in nothing but the Almighty. Just a little jeans and a pure whitey. She never dream forever be nobody wifey. Yeah. She well, I mean a pretty but your heart is a miss. Play you like a villain cause she caught in a way. Tonight I am walking away. 9 to 5 mind and a grind, yeah. Tonight I might fall in love, depending on how you hold me. I'm glad that I'm calming down. Can't let no one come control me. Keep dancing and call it love. She fights it by falling slowly. If ever you are in doubt, remember what mama told me. Brown skin girl, your skin just like pearls. Your back against the world. I never trade you for anybody else. A brown skin girl, your skin just like pearls. The best thing in all the world. I never trade you for anybody else.
Pose like a trophy when Naomi's walking. She need an Oscar for that pretty dark skin. Pretty like Lupita when the camera's closing. Drip broke the levee when my Kelly's rolling. I think tonight she might braid her braids. Melanin too dark to throw her shade.
Once again, this is Pow, and the next track I'm bringing you is Chicago's own Baby Subi. One of her new songs, Hush, featuring Luna Rue. Subi is a local artist who I have known and grown with throughout the years. She's a statement and a force you don't want to mess with. I recommend this next song for when you want to chill out, ground yourself, but also feel like the world is yours, because the world is about to be all Subi. So get ready to add this to your late night Lakeshore Drive. Chicago, remember you are listening to WLPN LP Chicago 105.5 FM Lumpin' Radio. This has been What's Up, Spring 2025 YOLLO JAMZ. See you next week, and without further ado, this is Luna Rue and Baby Subi with Hush.
Baby, don't talk about it. What we doing here is not for everybody. No one needs to know this. Stay between us. Keep it on.